Today's 102 reading at Sky Harbor beats the previous earliest 100-degree record by more than a week. It was set in March of 1988.
So 12 News journalist Tricia Hendricks live at Sky Harbor Airport. And Tricia, I have to say, I always have a ton of respect for our reporters who are out in the heat in July and August. But I'm feeling for you today on top of that parking structure in March.
Yes. Well, it's a third generation Arizonan. I've come to learn we don't have a choice, right? Pulling in here at Sky Harbor, Troy, I've got to tell you, I was really surprised. I expected to see empty parking spaces, but it was just the opposite. I've never had so much trouble trying to find a parking spot, which is why we're here on the roof. So many people decided to not cancel their spring break plans, and whether they're catching a spring training game and the times changed, or they heard about that excessive heat warning and they decided maybe that hike up Camelback or Paesta won't be happening. They're telling us, at least travelers that we spoke with, one family in particular, they're telling us pool time with cold drinks will do just fine. Take a listen. Jenny and Ben Hollemeyer flew in from St. Louis, their spring break tradition, with their kids Harry and Lottie in tow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what typical March weather is like?
Yes.
And when you saw the forecast, what went through your mind?
We debated coming, but we did come anyway, and we're just going to spend the whole week in the pool.
Smart call, because despite the record heat, the parking lots are still full and the planes aren't empty.
The plane was full. There wasn't a single seat open, and, I think people are still wanting to get to better weather. We're from St. Louis, so it was cold there, and we were ready for some sunshine.
I'm just excited to be here. It was 19 degrees when we left, so I'll bear the heat. And like she said, we'll swim in the pool. The kids will have fun. We ride the golf cart around, so lots of activities to do.
But how unusual is this really?
We should be seeing highs right around 80 degrees, but instead we're talking 20, 25 degrees above normal, getting into the 100s.
Sean Benedict is a lead meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Phoenix, where all official temperatures are recorded right here at Sky Harbor, a standard in place since 1953. And extreme heat has grounded flights before. In 1990, Phoenix hit a record 122 degrees. Pilots weren't confident planes could perform in those conditions. Benedict says we're nowhere near that, but warns it's worth knowing as summer approaches.
Typically when you get up more into that 110 plus degree temperatures, it gets harder for the planes to take off when they have all that weight on. So they need to use, a lot of times they use the north runway at the airport for Sky Harbor to get that extra runway length to be able to get off the ground.
As for the Hollemeyers, they're not sweating it.
Yes, just a little escape, even though it's so hot.
Yeah.
We'll just melt by the pool.
Exactly, with an icy.
Yes, with an icy, yes.
I love that. Making the best of it, no doubt. Coming up on 12 News at 6, we're going to hear more from the National Weather Service. We spoke with the lead meteorologist, and he has been tracking all of the data, checking out how many record-breaking temps we're seeing right now. He's also going to share about that gauge that's located here at Sky Harbor and how the sensors that they have, that entire weather station, why they picked Sky Harbor, and the importance behind it. Troy?
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, that's obviously where we get our official temperature. But I think those people from St. Louis have the right idea. If you're able to sit by a pool, this really is perfect pool weather because it still kind of cools off at night, but it's hot enough to make you want to jump in.
It is. I mean, the early morning and later evening hours make it all worth it, especially if you don't forget that icy, right?
Right. All right, Tricia, thank you.
As the valley